I'm going to go over the top 5 things not to dropship on Shopify. First, I'll give you a quick introduction of who I am. I work in the payments industry. I set up businesses to accept credit cards, and Shopify Risk actually sends me a lot of their clients directly who are not able to use Shopify payments. I want to kind of go over one quick tip that I got from one of my clients that has been using dropship on Shopify for quite some time, has been very successful with it. Believe it or not, the free plus shipping model is actually not that great. 9 times out of 10, you're going to be selling something with the profit margin under $20. From my understanding, profit margins under $20 when you're drop shipping is just not worth it. That being said, when you're getting set up to accept payments through Shopify Payments, if you're not allowed to use it, you're going to incur all these upfront costs you might have any idea about. First of all, you got to get a payment gateway like Authorize.net. There's a setup fee for that, and there's a monthly fee. Then you need to get a merchant account, which also comes with its own monthly fee, which can total about $20 in the monthly fees. On top of that, you're going to have to pay something called a monthly minimum. And what a monthly minimum is a set amount of processing fees that's needed in order to cover the amount of cost that a merchant processor has for your account to be on their portfolio. It's usually $25. If you run 2 transactions that equal $5 in processing fees, you're going to get charged the other $20 to cover the monthly minimum. If you're drop shipping, you're probably just starting out and you have, very little bit of money because you're starting a side business. This is probably your first attempt at an online business. Maybe it's a part-time thing. All the money that you want to really spend on this business is towards running Facebook ads or any kind of other social media ads in order to test out what actually works. So, you want to put all the money that you can into doing that because some products are not going to work, some of the ads are not going to work. You really got to test it out, and that's really where the upfront cost comes in for dropship. Now, if you've seen any of my other videos, you know that I work with hundreds of merchants that sell online. A lot of them actually do dropship. If you're starting out and you have to get a payment gateway account and a merchant account, you're going to get all these added fees that you otherwise wouldn't need to if you were able to use Shopify Payments. Shopify Payments is basically, I think, 2.9% plus 25 cents. I might be incorrect. If I am, I'll have the correct pricing right here. And that's only something you pay on every transaction and every sale that you make. So you can factor that into your profit. Unfortunately, though, some merchants are not allowed to use Shopify Payments depending on the products they sell. So I'll go over the top 5 right now so you can avoid trying to sell these products and add them to your website. First one is anything related to marijuana. That includes glass pipes, vaping products, e-cig, bongs, even apparel or products that promotes marijuana. Bit of an issue. Shopify Payments does not allow the sale of that, so you're gonna have to then get set up to accept payments through a merchant account and a payment gateway. I'll let you know right now, if you're trying to sell glass pipes and bongs, I know there are plenty of merchants out there that actually sell online. If you're just starting out and that's what you want to sell, you're going to run into a lot of problems getting set up to accept credit cards. That is kind of a big deal right now. The federal government still views cannabis or marijuana as a Schedule I drug, and the credit card processing industry considers glass pipe or water pipes or water bongs to be paraphernalia for Schedule I drugs. So you might as well try to sell crack pipes online and get set up to accept credit cards and have a credit card processor underwrite your account. It's just not going to happen, unfortunately. That's kind of where we're at with that. Number 2 is supplements. Now, I've had a video on supplements. You're more than welcome to take a look at my channel and see that. I'll have a link to that there. I did a whole video on why Shopify Payments will not allow the sale of supplements. Just as a quick note, anything that's consumable and that promotes health benefits, a credit card processor that facilitates the transactions needs to be aware of what ingredients are in those products, as we are liable for what you sell, and we need to make sure that you're not making any direct claims on those supplements. So if you're drop shipping a bunch of supplements, well, if you're starting out with maybe a handful, getting a merchant account is probably okay if you have your own white label product or your own formula. But if you're just simply trying to drop ship and promote a website very similar to like a GNC, and go out there and try to get a merchant account for that, I highly recommend you don't, and you stay away from supplements. Number 3 is weapons, knives, or any kind of tactical gear. Shopify Payments doesn't want to work with merchants selling those things. I haven't really got an official statement why. I believe it has to do something with age restriction, which I'll kind of get to at the end. But yeah, anything that has to do with like knives or tactical or anything firearms related, even though it might not require an FFL for you to be able to sell that stuff. Shopify Payments right now with the firearms industry and kind of where we're at politically here in the U.S., I think they're just basically just staying away from processing transactions that anything that can be deemed a weapon or for tactical uses. It is very unfortunate, but if you're planning on dropshipping knives or any kind of gear like that, I would highly advise you not to do it. Number 4 is cosmetics. Just like with supplements, I have a whole video that I covered on why Shopify Payments doesn't allow us to sell cosmetics. Very similar to supplements, we need to know all the ingredients on every product and make sure nothing's been flagged. We also need to make sure that there are no direct claims being made on your product and how you market those products. So I highly recommend, if you plan on selling cosmetics through Shopify, doing dropship, don't do it. Go to the video on my channel and watch that if you want some further details on exactly why cosmetics is not the way to go. Number 5 is adult products. A lot of people have set up Shopify websites to sell adult products, adult toys, things of that nature. Unfortunately, Shopify Payments doesn't allow the sale of that either. So if you're just trying to drop ship adult toys and market to, people on that specific vertical, you're not going to be able to use Shopify Payments, and you're going to have to get a merchant account. Again, I've worked with several merchants in the past that have attempted to use a merchant account and drop ship adult toys and products, and they found that they just weren't able to keep putting money in ads and paying for the merchant account and having this hard cost every month on top of paying for Shopify and then wanting to sell adult toys. It just wasn't a good product or business model when you're just starting out. So I would recommend staying away from adult products. Pretty much anything that's age restricted that needs to be shipped to an adult, where the delivery person cards you, things like obviously alcohol, tobacco. I would stay away from drop shipping any of that stuff. Shopify Payments they don't want to process transactions for anything that is age restricted. So I would highly recommend you stay away from anything like that. For an extra tip, you can go to Shopify Payments Restricted webpage. They have a page there that you can look at and kind of go over that. You'll see what Shopify Payments doesn't do. This is Didactics with David Lopez. I really appreciate you watching. Please feel free to hit the subscribe button and like. I do appreciate that. I am just starting. And if you have any other questions, please feel free to email me. I've already got a couple of emails, and I really do appreciate you guys reaching out to me. I'm really out here just to help. Obviously, I hope to gain some business out of this, but really, I'm just happy to be out here helping people. I've been doing this for 7 years, and I have actually, witnessed so many people fail at business online. So my goal is to at least help people out there now. Again, thank you for watching. Talk to you later.